Hello, everybody. I'm back and I have another story for you. In fact, this is the story that I had talked about the last time I read a Piggy and Elephant book, I believe. Oh, Riley's having a little stretch, but then you can see her. She's tuning in for story time. But I talked about it before in Piggy and Elephant, I Will Take a Nap, because this character that we're going to see in our story today was also featured in that story. It was actually Gerald's little stuffy that he had. His stuffy was Knuffle Bunny. He had one that looked just like this. And so Knuffle Bunny is actually another character that was created by Mo Willems in this story, Knuffle Bunny. And there are a couple of Knuffle Bunny books too. I only brought this one home with me this time, but maybe the next time I get to go into our classroom, I'll see if I can find the other Knuffle Bunny stories to share with you. But we'll get started with this one. So this is Knuffle Bunny, A Cautionary Tale by Mo Willems. So I really like this book mainly because of the pictures. If you notice on the front cover, the background of this picture is actually a real picture. And I'm not sure who took the real pictures. Oh, I think it was Mo Willems. Mo Willems took the real pictures and then he drew his own characters on top of it instead of taking pictures of people. So his artwork is a little bit different in this story, which I really like. So let's go ahead and get started. Not so long ago, before she could even speak words, Trixie went on an errand with her daddy. There they go. There's Mom sitting by the front door, and Daddy and Trixie are off to run an errand. If you look really closely, he has a basket of laundry. So that gives us a hint about where they might be going. Trixie and her daddy went down the block and through the park. So there they're walking down the street. And there they're walking through the park. You can see there's somebody out for a run. Somebody's out walking their dog. They went past the school. So the school here looks a little bit differently than ours does. And into the laundromat. So laundromat is a place that has lots and lots of washing machines and dryers. And you might go there if you don't have a washer or dryer in your house. So it looks like that's where Trixie and her dad are going. They're going to the laundromat. Trixie helped her daddy put the laundry into the machine. Doesn't look like she's being very helpful though, does it? Here's Dad. She even got to put the money into the machine. Uh-oh. Look at what I see. Can you see what's in there? And then they left. Now they don't leave and never come back. They're just leaving long enough for the laundry to wash. But a block or so later, Trixie realized something. What do you think she's feeling right now? Look at her face. She's thinking, uh-oh. Trixie turned to her daddy and she said, "Aggle flabble glabble." "That's right," replied her daddy. "We're going home now." Do you think that's what Trixie was trying to say though? She must be pretty little. She can't use her words yet. "Aggle flaggle glabble," said Trixie again. "Blaggle flabble, wumpa flappa, snark." Uh-oh, now she's got a tear. She's feeling sad now. "Now, please, don't get fussy," said her daddy. Well, she had no choice. Trixie bawled. Wah! And she went boneless. So when you go boneless, that means you kind of just like slump. I always think about my my niece when she was little and she was feeling frustrated, probably like Trixie was feeling. She would just like let all of her body hang loose and it made it really hard to pick her up. So I think that's what, if you look at the picture here, that's what Trixie's doing. She's feeling so frustrated and so she just let her whole body go boneless. And that made it really hard for her daddy to pick her up. I know sometimes maybe you have a brother or sister who does that too. A little baby brother or sister who sometimes they go boneless when they don't want to be picked up and they're so upset. Trixie did everything she could to show how unhappy she was. By the time they got home, her daddy was really unhappy too. Look at Daddy, he does not look happy at all, does he? And as soon as Trixie's mommy opened the door, she said, "Well, where's Knuffle Bunny?" Uh-oh, and look at Trixie now. Now Trixie doesn't look happy either, does she? She looks kind of angry now. The whole family ran down the block and they ran through the park. Now I see a familiar friend here. Do you see him? Who's that guy? He likes to poke his head in everywhere, doesn't he? They zoomed past the school. Here's the school again. And into the laundromat. Keep your fingers crossed that Knuffle Bunny is still there. Trixie's daddy looked for Knuffle Bunny. And he looked. And he looked. And he looked. He's pulling out all the laundry trying to find Knuffle Bunny. But Knuffle Bunny was nowhere to be found. Oh man, look how sad Trixie looks now. Can you imagine if your favorite stuffy got lost? That would be really, really sad, wouldn't it? So, Trixie's daddy decided to look even harder until... Knuffle Bunny! He finally found her. And those were the first words that Trixie ever said. The end. So that story always makes me laugh, especially the end. Trixie finally got to say real words, and her first words were Knuffle Bunny. A lot of the times for babies, we hear first words like mama or dada or like bubba maybe for bottle or brother. There's lots of funny mumbling words that to us sound kind of silly, but for a baby, that's their first words. And Trixie's first words were Knuffle Bunny. So I thought that was a really fun story, and I'm glad I got a chance to finally share it with you. I hope you all had an amazing day and get a better night's sleep tonight. See you tomorrow.